Welcome back, another episode. Grandfather's House, the fifth episode of The Veil, is arguably the strongest standalone episode of the FX series to date. In addition, I didn't really like it. Imogen handled the news that her father was a Russian double agent poorly in episode 4, getting very inebriated and passing out on a stack of CIA documents. Adilah escapes the apartment while she's gone by pretending to be a delivery driver right in front of the DGSE. Imogen wanders around the apartment like a crazy spinster, yelling at the walls as she tries to figure out what occurred because the DGSE and the CIA have both bugged it. It's not hard to figure out that Adilah took the delivery driver's position, as he stays inside the building and poses as a janitor. Using a little bit of deceit, Imogen takes his phone, but the French chase him away before he can give himself up. After a short pursuit, they gun him down before he can reveal his employer. Grandfather's House has an intriguing beginning, but is anyone on the show really competent? Amidst all the chaos, Adilah meets Emir, and I'm perplexed. It is evident from this exchange that Adilah is a terrorist. That means she was the one who came up with the idea to bomb a U.S. harbor. Before Emir blows himself up to Kingdom Come, she and he are getting married. I'm not sure if Adilah is the Jinn of Al Raqqa, but that is the bigger question. Threats to Yasmina's life are obviously intended to blackmail Adilah. She obviously submits to Emir. She requests that another agent assassinate Imogen after receiving orders to lure her to her grandfather Mohammed's home and fatally knife her. What makes a commander of a terrorist organization so fearsome? And what's going on here? In The Veil episode 6, Max is furious about the most recent events and uses them as a justification to accuse Imogen and the French government. When he has no other choice, he demands authorization to abduct Yasmina and use her as a weapon against Adilah. Imogen and Malik overhear this chat because, as we saw in the previous episode, the DGSE had Max's conversations intercepted. When Imogen returns to the flat, Max is waiting for her. With a smug smile, he informs her that she has been taken out of the surgery and that he hopes to speak with her as soon as Adilah appears. This is ridiculous on several levels, as Max admitted to his superiors that Imogen has a reputation for being unpredictable and disobedient. After removing her from the task, for whatever reason, he expects her to comply without question. After she texts her the address, Imogen meets Adilah at her grandfather's house. She informs her of what the Americans intend to do with Yasmina and gives her the assurance that she can remove her from the nation. Regardless of what she says, she will never be permitted to see her daughter again unless she leaves Paris right away. The assassin for Emir tries to move, but he is instantly stopped when he flashes his knife across the street, making it crystal clear to Imogen what he is doing. Why are people so terrible at this? Though Imogen was previously convinced of Adilah's culpability and resolved to capture her, she is now determined to save her at all costs, and is unaware that Adilah is still in possession of the detonator that Emir handed her earlier. All of this culminates in what is possibly the series' strongest individual scene in terms of performance. Adilah pretends to be offended that she is being used by Imogen to coerce her into disclosing the ship's name and target, and the two women get into a heated debate about morality. Adilah acts as though she is the only mother in the world and the only person who has ever experienced suffering and sorrow, which Imogen finds absurd. Adilah believes that Imogen is speaking from a privileged position because she has lived a life of luxury and gorgeous white spying. The problem is that this noisy dispute about terrorists and spies is happening on the forecourt of a petrol station. This case might be solved in a heartbeat if someone were to fill up their car in the background. For more videos, subscribe.